That's what's going on here, man. I thought somebody was waiting. All right. Bleh. All right. All right. Shadow band, throttled. Peace, love, and happiness, people. Welcome to Vermin Supreme's High Noon. Peace, love, and happiness. Made in China, no doubt. Well, Sarah, how are you today? It's good to see you. First time, and good to see you this morning. I hope all is going well with you today. And of course, high noon. And Burma Spring. Tony Johnson, how you doing? It's good to see you. Lucas Mitchell, I am doing well today. Thank you very much. It is a beautiful, sunny day here. It's very mild, very temperate. Maxitil, good to see you also. We are creeping up on spring. It's feeling very spring-like today. It was pretty freaking chilly yesterday. Soon the peeper frogs will be here. The crocuses are up. The sun rises. Life is good. I got baby chicken. Oh, I'm sorry you lost your baby chicken. Baby chicken. Maybe the baby chicken's coming home to roost. You never know. Good afternoon, Euban. Peace, love, and happiness. That's what we're here all about. Message retracted. Euban, okay. Thank you very much for that retracted message. Until you resend, I'm glad you thought better of it if it was not worth sending. Why, Thorley, loving you. Peace and love. It's high noon. Ah, yes. Hello, fellow statists. How are you today? I'm seeing all the regulars roll in. Joe Bonnick, how you doing? Good to see you. And it's always nice. I'm feeling like we've got a little thing going on. Rick Henry, you are absolutely correct. Today is the first day of spring. It is the equinox. And officially, astrologically, and calendar-wise, and meteorologically, we are changing seasons. Tegan Elise, Vermin 2024, that's a distinct possibility. I would not rule it out. But I'm going to say that I got to form an exploratory committee first, because exploratory committees are very important things, because then you can hedge your bets, you can still raise money, and you can still stash it in a tax-free campaign-style 527 fund. But it's not necessary. Tony Johnson is watching the global lockdown protests while he cooks breakfast for the kids. Yeah, life is funny like that. There is that duality. There is all that crazy stuff going on outside of our immediate existence, if we're lucky, and then all the domestic tranquility that is occurring in our own lives, if we are lucky. 19. Okay. Eyesight True has a $19 Fortnite card. So now we're like the Saturday morning farm sale that they have out in Michigan on that radio station we listen to sometimes. So if anybody has anything for sale, try and sell it. Go ahead. But I think, is it true? Are you giving it away? I is right true. Anyway, Joe Bonnick. Yeah, Vermin Supreme 2021. Here we are. Boom, just like that. And of course, the nice thing about running imaginary campaigns is you can just say it and it becomes real. And it doesn't always involve actual campaign accounts and funds and declarations and all of that crap. Oh, no shit. Well, I'd like to say hello to the scam bot out there who's trying to scam bot us here today. I bet if you send him all sorts of money, then he'll send you nothing. Is that how that works? Okay. Once again, of course, look out for that Fortnite card. Might not be a good real deal. In fact, Eyesight True, I'm going to have to ask you to hold up a copy of today's newspaper and put a shoe on your head. That's the only way that we'll believe that you're real, and you'll have to show us the card and some references. Okay, but if anybody else has anything excellent, Tony Johnson is ready to smoke with me, and I'm getting ready to do that. We're obviously rolling along. Okay, thank you. I am not here praying. I always use your prayers. I don't. I consider myself a rationalist. I don't believe in superstition and supernatural things. But on the other hand, I play along and pretend because sometimes it's comforting to do so and think about your loved ones in some other happy place other than nowhere. So anyway, Maxitill's got a soul on sale for $2. That's a real bargain. Okay, I am not here. Who's obviously working with eyesight, whatever. Anyway, okay, $2. We've got a scam. All right, honest scam bots trying to make a living. Ha 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 ha. Shoe on head, not my daughter, but it's a good. We're connected somehow through footwear on headwear. Okay, we got Sarah Brazo ready to sell her teenager on sale. Plays Fortnite 24/7. Unfortunately, Fortnite is not the one with Pyro. Pyro is the Team Fortress. TF2 is the game with the jiggly-headed, boot-headed Pyro. All right. I've got some sparkly rhinestones on the boot. I am not here. Who's that? Tim Culver. Hello, Tim Culver. How are you? It is really nice to have you on board. And now I feel like the interconnectedness. Okay, it went from Cameo, okay, to little Messenger, and now it's like we're live on the thing here on the show. So it's just great to be here, and I hope you're all doing well and having a great day. And of course, this is the YouTube weekly show known as High Noon. A few more sips of coffee, and we will be getting high. So if you imbibe, please feel free. Joe Bonnick, watching TikTok while you watch the president speak. That is a pretty interesting reversal of reality. I like it. And also, I got the Cameo deal thing going. Cameo.com/Vermin Supreme. Throw that shit out there. But what I did not realize is that people who register for Cameo, I think you just have to register. There's a fan club. So I have a Vermin Supreme fan club on Cameo, and that I can send text, mass text. I can hit a text, and it sends to everybody on that list, which is pretty cool, I guess. Is there anybody out there from the Cameo fan club that got my text that told you to watch this show today? That would be a good test. Yes, ET crashed up there in that tree. It was terrible. The thing went flying, and it was a mess. And then the guys with the guns that were later turned into radios in the subsequent digitized versions of ET. They tried to shoot their guns, but they had to throw their walkie-talkies. Oh yeah, Sarah, definitely, because you sent that Cameo, and so you can totally join the Vermin Supreme fan club. I wasn't sure what it was. I said I would beta test the other day, and that is apparently exactly what it is. I put a status update, and people can comment. So it's, I don't know. The only thing is, on the phone, I type with one finger. I type with one finger. So I can't put out. Oh, Mark Strassman, thank you very much for coming on over here from the Cameo fan club, for what that's worth. Here we have a question from the Last Outlaws. Hello, Vermin. Should the third parties unite, combine into the independent party, or something? Where'd that come and go? Pearl almost did it. Well, there's a lot to be said for anti-duopoly party. Unfortunately, it seems as if though the several independent parties third parties that have a halfway decent organizational structure, LP, Green Party, and not many others, I guess, they are at such ideological odds. I would see it I don't see it happening. On the other hand, within those parties, and especially within the LP, there's enough dissension between the two opposing factions within that party. So I think it would explode. Fun story, I was at the first ever American Green Party conference, which was held in Chicago, I believe in 1987. And I was working with my group Seeds of Peace at that time. And Dana Beal, the famous Yippie, who was helping bankroll that project at that time, wanted to send a busload of homeless people to the Green Party to act on behalf of the New York Greens, and sort of it was a mess. The whole thing was a mess. On the way back, the engine blew up, and we were stuck in Erie, Pennsylvania, and yeah, long story. But a funny story because I was there, and it was a crazy mess for sure. There's a lot of crazy people there, and it's what you expect from a third party, I guess. Okay, let's see. Gostin Ali, I love you with all my heart. Wish you could take over the leadership of my country. Thank you very much for the love, Goffin. I always appreciate your appreciation. Let's see. Jordan Peterson's. Did I read Jordan Peterson's How to Be a Good President? Oh, you think you haven't read it? I haven't read it either. I haven't read a lot of it. But I do like lobsters. That's true. Oh yeah, The Last Outlaws. I'm telling you, when I write it up, it'll be much more exciting with details. My memoirs, for what little I remember of my life. Okay, let's see more questions. Do I live in New Hampshire? From Joe Bonnick. No, I do not live in New Hampshire. Okay, Tim Culver with a question. How do I feel about Republicans and Democrats entering the LP party but maintaining ideals from their party? I see this is a lot more on social media. We need more votes, but is it worth it? Well, Tim Culver, of course. I'm not too big on it. Now, once again, of course, there is, in fact, and in statement, I mean, if you go to the platforms of those two parties, much like the LP, you're going to see things that you vehemently disagree with and some that you do agree with. And once again, the thing to keep in mind is that, it's just their ideals. There are statements. There are things that people would like that party to believe in. Oh, I didn't want to shut it up. So where were we? Yes. So, no, I would prefer libertarian-leaning people who feel like they've coming from other parties to renounce the statist portions of those parties, and like say the Republicans are say they're about less government, which is a lie, but perhaps some Republicans do believe in less government, so maybe they have a place. I don't know, Tim. Why? Well, it's too early, Tim. I'm not even high yet. I'm still drinking my freaking coffee here. But I would say if they are good faith and abide and agree with the 80% of our platform, and they're willing to ditch their, the more excesses of their other parties, is it worth it? I don't know if it's worth it. I just don't know. People ask me real questions in the morning. I hate that shit. Because once again, I hate it because I'm not a pundit. Don't consider myself a pundit. I've got opinions. Okay, everybody's got opinions, but mine are not. I mean, are mine any more important than anybody else's? I mean, am I any more informed? I mean, it's just gut feelings that I have, like so many people do. But once again, I'm a public figure, so it's like, so people expect that from me. I mean, I have pretended to be a leader in the past or pretend to run for a leader, but am I a leader? I don't know. I tried to lead by example. I try to, let my feelings be known and people can judge for themselves. Okay, all right, it's time. I'm almost done my coffee. Tim, asking me real questions. We could talk on the phone about that one sometime, okay? All right. Once again, of course, I've got my avocado bacon toast right here. Avocado bacon toast. Gonna bite that right now. There's a hair on it. Not surprising. Avocado bacon, baby. Dumpstered avocado, dumpstered bacon, dumpstered bread. Got it? Fuck yeah. All right. Sarge is delicious. It's a great combination of flavors. Yes, Tim Culver. I think, and it's weird for me because sometimes I want to offer leadership skills, and sometimes I think I should be more of a leader or try and provide more leadership. But there's something so counterintuitive about that, for me. I mean, I just try and lead by example. Um, all right. All right. Bicycles in the trees. It's just a thing. Just a thing. That it happens here. Oh, geez, my weed fell out. Okay. All right. All right. Gostin Elite, that's a very good. Hold on, I got to Sarah's. Uh, okay, Sarah asking me, I have a serious problem talking to, well, jerks who say awful things. What is a diplomatic way to learn to communicate with people whose ideals kind of make you want to puke? Believe me, that is a conundrum. That is a situation that's a hard question, man. I mean, you just don't want to say "fuck off." I find you horrible. You can always say we agree to disagree, but I believe that your belief system is pure fucking hatred and poison. Um, all depends on what the situation is. I mean, if you're talking to somebody live and in person, now that's another situation because you want to be diplomatic and you don't want to have it go south too quickly. So you want to be nice. I mean, sort of. But interestingly enough, what I have found in my life, is that generally people are like to believe that the person they're talking to pretty much thinks the same way as they do, and unless you set them straight or let them know that you don't think that way, they're just going to think that you agree with it, and that's why you should never let somebody somebody slip racist comments or homophobic comments or transphobic comments, or because if you just let that shit drop, then the person who said that is going to think that you agree with it or that you have no problem with it. So I'd say that's yeah. I mean, it's really hard. Sometimes just avoiding politics. I mean, it's hard. I mean, yeah, especially with friends and family, because you want to get along with them. But you don't want to talk politics. But it's always been that way. It's always been like, there's always been that Thanksgiving dinner. There's always been that uncle who, you love, you like, but just don't get them started on fucking politics because it's fucking horrible. I've got some myself. Um, all right. Johnny, way ahead of me on the time zones. All right. Got the weed. Okay, people, we're going to do it now. Now, once again, I have an update on this particular glass pipe. I'm going to see what you think. Now, there's the weed in my belly. Okay? Now, Anthony Bradbury from rainbowlight.com, I think, spelled rainbow with R-A-Y, just to make it confusing, made this beautiful glass pipe. And he's making a new version he's proposing a new version whereby the pipe will be in the back. The bowl will be in the back, and that is so he can make more glass ties and ornaments on the shirt. I'm not sure how I feel about that. How do y'all feel about that? If you were able to purchase such a beautiful pipe at some point in the future, would you be more happier if the bowl was in my belly, the weeds in my belly, the weeds in my belly, or in my butt? Tough call. I'm going to talk to Anthony about that. So oh yes, and the feet are my carburetor, and the stem is my boot, and you can suck on my boot just like in real life. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Are you ready? Okay, Tony, are you ready? Okay, let's do it. Can you hear that music in the background? I don't want to have this thing bounced by algorithm robots. Just a sec. I'm going to turn down that music. I don't want that bleeding into this feed. Okay, we're back. Hey, everybody, we're back. We're live. It's high noon with Vermin Supreme. I'm Vermin Supreme. It's high noon here on the east coast of the United States continent. Yeah, it's a continent. Yeah. And it's a North American continent. Of course, the United States doesn't really own it. There is Canada included, and even Mexico, too. So, okay, let's see. Yes, thank you, Sarah. I just heard that music, and yeah. Okay, gonna scroll down, see what I'm missing, if anything. Okay, the people look like they're voting for having the bull in the butt. So, okay. I think I'll have them do both, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, you. But I agree. But you suck on my head is the thing, just like in real life. Ooh, cannabinoid receptors slowly becoming activated. And you know what happens then? Alrighty. Sammy from Colombia. Hello, Colombia in the house. Wow. How are wow, I'd like to hear more about how things are in Colombia and stuff. It sounds like a neat place to be. All right. Oh, Sarge. That's a good question. What will I be doing for my birthday? I Yes, I guess I will actually be 60. In the past years, I've celebrated different birthdays at different times. I've already celebrated my 100th birthday, my 75th birthday, my birthdays in the future, birthdays I might not see, birthdays in the past, just to mix it up a little bit, quite frankly. And this year, I'm not sure. Traditionally we have a little party out here in the woods, out here at Verm Largo, Becky and Vermin World. I hope that we will this year too. Might be feeling good about it, might be vaccinated, and might be comfortable enough to do something reasonable out here. We'll see. We'll see how that goes, and maybe we can coordinate some sort of Zoom birthday or something. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Tony Johnson, you're very kind, loving me more than he loved cartoons on Saturday. Let's see. So, once again, of course, I guess. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I'm getting a little high now. An idiot on the first floor looking for a staircase. I have the question is who is looking for a head boot? My recommendation is definitely Tingley Rainwear Core. You can Google that shit up, and they make a wide variety of industrial and weather related products, and one of their product lines includes boot covers, because you're not looking for an actual boot, mind you, because an actual boot is too hard to balance. It's too heavy, but this is more like a rubber covering that you would a rubber, like, they called them rubbers back in the day, that you would pull over your shoe to keep your shoe from getting wet, and these are rubbers for your boot, if you will. So I would check them out. and they do have several different varieties. Once again, there's no correlation between head size and leg or foot size, so you have to watch out for that. Have your service representative give you the measurements of the boot, in half, the boot cover, and then, double that, and that'll be your head size. You might have to adapt it a little bit. Interestingly enough, at one of my benefits last year, this gentleman did purchase this really cool boot cover hat. It was like this weird styrofoam-esque material, and he was able to heat it up and mold it to the size of his head. It was very cool, very lightweight. I'm going to try and get one of those sometime soon. The Green Mountain State, Vermont, in the house. Mr. Stand-Up Philosopher, hello to you today. Brandon C., why the boot on my head? Why the hell not? Sarah Brazo, you need merch for your car. Stickers for cars. Yeah, verminsupreme.com. Verminsupreme.com. Makes sense, right? I'm Vermin Supreme. Threw on the .com. Go to my website, which is verminsupreme.com, the celebrity website. That is where you will find the merch. You can buy merch if you need merch, and I know you do. Check it out. New merch randomly popping up from time to time. VerminSupremeInstitute.com. I imagine that some of you might not be hep to the VerminSupremeInstitute.com, but it's a thing. It's a thing that's happening, and you can check it out. And not only that, you can volunteer for it. We're always looking for volunteers because it's an institute. There's stuff that we need to be done, and volunteers get her done. So if you want to volunteer some of your time for any number of tasks, some meaningless, some otherwise, reach out to me or us or VerminSupremeInstitute.com. Go to info@VerminSupremeInstitute.com, and we can put you to work for us for free, because that's what volunteers do. They work for free. And we do stuff. Yeah. All right. Let's see. So, Brianna Brooks, thank you very much. Yes, I wish I could remember Derek. Derek is our volunteer coordinator. So once you drop a line, you can expect to probably hear from him in a reasonable amount of time, and we will find out your skill set and what you might like to work on, and certainly be appreciative of whatever you can help us do. Oh, okay, yeah, Sarah, yep, there's the Vermin Supreme Institute, which is like, oh, yes, very hoity-toity. No, it's a little rinky-dink nickel-and-dime institute, but it is an institute, and we are doing good works, and we are doing education, and we are doing political things. So we're trying to fulfill our mission best we can under our limited resources. And once again, the cameos, cameo.com/Vermin Supreme. Proceeds go into, do I have a Hive account? Maybe. I don't remember. Oh, Sarge from Hive. Yes, I had sent that to my social media people, I think. I hope I did. Send me another note there on the side, and I'll try and get to that social media thing, or get so many social media things. Sarge, I should just put you in charge of that, but it could probably be a conflict of interest. Anyway, patreon.com/Vermin Supreme is something that you might like to do. $5 or more dollars a month will get you special access, more special than this, although personally I think this is pretty special. So there's that. And that money goes towards the Institute, and we spend. Favorite video game? The first is the best, and that is Pong. Pong was the best game. I had so much fun with that at the mall at Leech Mayer's back in the 70s when it first came out. Okay, let's see here now. What's going on here? Euban, Internet Troll Insurgents. Occasionally we do that. That would be in our Black Ops department. That's slightly different. That's not really underneath our umbrella. It's a secret. Don't tell anybody. Okay, let's see here now. That was the question. That was the question I wanted to answer. Oh, okay. The education portion of Vermin Supreme Institute. Well, go to verminsupremeinstitute.com and check out the education tab. We have people who are writing historical fiction to illustrate various things that have occurred in history. There's a great little series on the Haymarket riots as experienced by different walks of life. Also, I guess our social media comes under that umbrella. We try and pump out the forgotten history and history that has been blacklisted and things of that nature. Under education, of course, I am trying to put together my de-escalation series. We are putting together, as you may know, I have 2 documentaries that are explicitly about me, feature-length documentaries. Both are watchable on Vimeo. So if you go to Vimeo and want to watch a documentary on me and my life and career, you would watch the movie called Who is Vermin Supreme by Steve on Derek. And it's a great feature-length documentary. It's a good way to spend a day if it's not nice enough to be outside, or a nice evening. And then there is also the Rod Webber documentary titled This is Vermin Supreme, which is essentially the answer to Who is Vermin Supreme. Nobody ever asks how is Vermin Supreme, though. Anyway, so we have a project director who's working on curriculum to turn those movies, documentaries based on my career, into educational curriculum that will be available to homeschool and classroom if they wanted to use it. And essentially what she is doing is breaking up the movies into 15 or 20-minute segments, and then putting projects and curriculum based on the themes and the activities that are that are in that section. So that's going to be very interesting and very exciting. So that is super, super cool. And that's something to look forward to for sure. And so if you haven't seen those 2 documentaries, Who is Vermin Supreme or This is Vermin Supreme, they are on Vimeo. So you should definitely check them out. Oh, jeepers creepers. Rolling my shoulders here. We should do some sort of stretches. Stretchy with Vermin Supreme. Good morning, it's high noon with Vermin Supreme. Put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Okay? All right. Get that hip going, people. Get that hip going. Get those hips moving. All right, now let's do this one. Do the slow roll. Like you're beating the beanbag or whatever. The boxing thing there. Okay, all right. Let's do that. Now do that. The Macarena move. Okay, windshield wipers. Everybody, windshield wipers. All right. Oh, wow, we hit the half-hour mark. I'm always amazed that I think these are going to last no time, and they drag on for quite some time. Yogurt with Vermin Supreme and stretch. All right. Okay, we're going to stand on our boot heads now. Okay. No, we're not. All right. Hello, Froggy T. Wright. Hello, Oompa Loompa Gutenberg. It's good to see you all this morning. I heard I might be, I don't know, shadow banned on the YouTube. It's hard to say. Spread the word. Well, Johnny, XXO, all those. Check out some of my old pages. Check out Vermin Supreme 08. Check out Vermin Supreme 16. Those are archived editions of pages on YouTube with content that I don't even know the passwords to anymore. But in the 08 campaign, and the 16 campaign. In both of those years, I had a YouTube channel. One was called Vermin Supreme '08, and the other was called Vermin Supreme 16. So check those channels out too, and get all your friends to subscribe to this channel. I always forget that you're supposed to do that, I guess. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, yes. Yeah, not much you can do about that, I guess. Oh, got enough sun coming down. You can see my eyes. Whoa. I only need the glasses to read the comments. Sarge, all right, enjoy your pot pie for lunch. Enjoy that. And yeah, I'll try and remember to do that. Send that hive thing to my social media people. But yeah, or like I say, maybe we could just get some links on that, or I don't know, whatever. Oh, okay. Well, this is high noon. We're we're high noon here now, and it's my weekly YouTube show. Yeah. All right, let's smoke some more weed. Smoky Mountains in the house. Hey, Joe Sheep, it's good to see you. Well, hi, Madeline Carson. Good to see you. I'm glad you popped in. Get a moment. Mr. Stand-Up Philosopher, this is a pipe made by the artist Anthony Bradbury from rainbowlight.com, I think. No, Liquid Rainbow Light. Now, the rainbow is spelled R-A-Y. So, liquidrainbowlight.com, I think. He's the artist, and he makes these pipes. I don't think he has them available for sale yet. Soon, the bowl might be in the butt for whatever reason. But, so he can make neckties and give me change the shirts. Like, anyway, sooner or later, we'll get him out there. Are you actually serious about my policies, or is everything a joke? Well, yes and no, yes and no. That's the beauty of my platform and the satirical humor involved. It's a joke, but it's a serious joke. It's a commentary on the way things are, and it's my method of communicating to a wider audience than I might normally have been able to. By utilizing the simple yet elegant devices of crazy talking points, wacky attire, and shit like that, and a bad attitude, motherfucker, because it's my part of my war on reality, okay? War on reality. Will G, that's a very good question. What is in my boot? My head. Let's see. Legalize ponies. Yeah, we're going to legalize the free ponies, free weed. Ponies made out of weed made out of ponies. It's going to be fucking awesome. Oh, sparkly. 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 Did I say sparkly, Sarah? Liquid Rainbow Light. Liquid Rainbow Light, spelled with the R-A-Y. For rainbow is how you get to. Now I think it is. I'm not sure. Recreational plutonium ponies. Boy, that would make you sterile real fast riding one of those puppies. Madeline Carson, that is exactly why it's called High Noon. It is a tribute to the classic Gary Cooper Western, of course, but in reality, it's just because when I started doing this particular Saturday noon show, it was called Saturday Afternoon Live or some crap like that. It just didn't resonate. So here it is, High Noon, people. Old enough to know better. Uma Fufu asking me how old I am. I'm as old as dirt. Old as the hills. Old as a witch's tit. There's lots of bugs in my boot, people. Whoa. All right, time for another bite of the avocado bacon toast, people. Avocado bacon toast. And once again, all ingredients dumpster dived. Wish you were here. Let's see. Cancel account. Filters. I'll try filter today, I guess. Why not, huh? Oh, look, there's bubbles. Anyway, this is another beta test. I'm testing the filters right now. Can you see me? Can you see the filter? Or not? Let me know. Steven C., good for you, I guess. I have most of my teeth, sir. Johnny, I have most of my teeth. I wouldn't say all of them, but I got a fair amount of them. Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like the filters are working, so we're going to, I don't know, make it more interesting. Whoa! Whoa, is there something in that avocado toast? I feel weird. Okay. Yes, apparently. Look at that. I'm some sort of drawing now. There are filters. Whoa, that's pretty fucking wild. Tell me which one you like. Okay. All right. This one is called Sketch. Okay. There I am, a sketch. Okay. This one is called Haunt. Ooh. I'm Vermin Supreme. I'm going to eat your brains. Okay. There's that one. This is like silver screen. Hi, it's me. I'm in a black and white movie, let's say. When I was a kid, we had black and white television. There was no other type. Sepia. There's a lot. Hello, hey, liaison from New Orleans. How are you? It's good to see you. It's been quite some time. All right. Documentary. Okay. Hi, I'm Vermin Supreme. This is a documentary. We already have those. Oh, this is like the 8mm version. That's pretty nice. I bet John Hartman would like that one. Oh, Johnny, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can consume enough nutrition to stay alive. A lot of blenders and dentures in your life, probably, but yes. I got some dental work in Mexico once, and that was crazy cheap. Crossed over the border from Yuma into Algodones, and it was like a dental wonderland. Dental wonderland it was. It just was like there was dentists on every corner. Every corner. There was people walking down the streets. You need a crown? You need a crown? And hooking you up with the best prices. It was really stunning. I got a couple crowns, a root canal, and like all in one sitting, and it was amazing cheap. Lucy Ralph, thoughts on QAnon, dangerous, wacky nut jobs. I think my favorite quote about them was uh, QAnon. It's like Slenderman for adults. Um, so I think that was my favorite. Okay, bet. Huh. Let's see. Well, have you voted on your favorite filter? I like that one. Dawn. I sort of like the 8mm one though. Something about the sky. You like? Okay, Bubbles. We have a vote for Bubbles. Let me see if I can find the Bubbles. All right, the Bubbles is cool. Vermin is V. Vermin, not Q. Left boot, right boot. It's all. They're both wings of the same bird. Yeah, Sarah. When I saw somebody tweeted that, I wish I could remember who, but when I saw it, I thought it was pretty effing funny. Mm. Hmm. Tony Johnson letting me know that the sandwich has a name called the Blam. Bacon, lettuce, avocado, and mayo. Huh. Okay. Welcome. Welcome to my show where I stand in the middle of a bunch of bubbles and eat my breakfast. There's nothing more fucking exciting than that. Captivating fucking vision, television, internet vision. I don't know what. Not even sure what the name of this is. Live streaming. Whatever. Oh, 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 oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, it's happening. Oh, it's fucking happening. Oh, it's happening. Hello, punk rock monk. Good to see you. Oh, and once again, straight eight. No, straight up. Straight eight records. 8 Up Records. I think it was 8 Up Records. I'll get that info. I was going to promote this project that these punk and oi bands put together. It's a compilation. It's called Civil Liberties Volume 1. I didn't take notes. Minecraft, Vermin, do I play it? No, I do not. No, I would definitely need a ringer. What time is it in the USA? It is lots of times. We've got several time zones with over 3 hours difference between them. And right now it is high noon on the eastern seaboard of USA. USA, 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 USA. Thank you. Oh, new question coming in. Let's see. Madeline Carson is asking if I am in favor of giving all the national parks to the indigenous peoples. Well, if it is theirs by treaty, certainly. If it is traditionally their land, I would say that there's a fair amount of federal land and private land, and that is, illicitly gained by fraud, coercion, corruption, which would tend to make it illegitimate property. And, such property should probably be returned. Where was it? Nebraska recently that ended up, the courts decided that yes, half the state pretty much should go back to the indigenous. So there's a lot to be said about maintaining contractual obligations between the state and other parties, other states. So yeah, even though the government might be illegitimate, so certainly almost any contract they enter into would be illegitimate. Well, once again. Hey, Sarah. I don't want to go all opinionated on it. Once again, because I'm not running for president or nothing no more, so I don't have to really push my agenda. And I've actually put a little moratorium on doing political podcasts, just because I did so many of them during the election year. I decided I didn't feel like talking politics so much anymore. Lolo asking, Vermin, what are your thoughts on the war on drugs? Drugs are winning. Drugs are winning the war on drugs. That's what I think. And go drugs. All right. Woo-hoo. Of course, weed isn't a drug. Weed is an herb. So, and how about that Joe Biden shit canning people in the White House for using weed? What the fuck, dude? Crazy. Just had to comment that. Vermin Supreme Anime, I guess we're going to have to wait for the fan artists to make that happen. Or if there was a huge clamoring on the Patreons, I mean, if the Patreon people wanted to bankroll that, if they wanted to see that and wanted to donate to make that happen, it could happen. In fact, interesting note, this gentleman from Australia just reached out if he could interview me. He could interview me on his podcast, and his bio thing said that he's the largest crowdfunder of comic books in Australia. And so, of course, if you have looked at the patreon.com / Vermin Supreme pitch, yes, we're trying to make a comic book graphic novel thing happen. So, well, we might go that route too. We'll see how it goes. A lot going on, man. A lot going on. I guess I should be more engaged, maybe. Maybe if I was a little more engaged, we'd get more done. Anyway. Oh, yes. Xavier, I did not. I agreed. Cannabinoid receptors activated. All right, well, I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you are too. We are coming up on an hour, and there's no way in hell I'm going to go longer than that on a beautiful day like today. My nose is actually, interestingly, fun fact, my nose is several years older than I. It was born first, and I grew into it. The other fun and frightening fact for you and everybody involved is that, from what I hear, the human nose and human ears never stop growing while you're alive. Scary thing to think about. All right. I play mobile games. I'll tell you what. Give me a few weeks. It's springtime. I gotta rake the golf course and set everything back up, and then maybe we'll do a featured hole every week on the golf course. I have an 18-hole mini putt-putt golf course in the woods out here, and I will give you a tour of that. Right now, it's a real transitional time of year where winter's over and everything got all crazy. I gotta pick up sticks and all that shit. Yeah, could. Well, let's see. Yeah. Well, I did get interviewed by Duncan Trussell there that time, a few seasons back. So there is that, says the gentleman who could see me on Joe Rogan's, but I have been appeared on a guest of Joe Rogan's, Duncan Trussell, and so you might want to check out that podcast where I rolled through all the talking points that I just roll through that got me played out on doing political podcasts. Alrighty. Ha 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 ha. Okay, Stephen C. Thoughts on disability funding and Libertarian Party views on subject. Okay, Libertarian Party, I'd have to look at it, but I assume that the overall arching narrative, taxation is theft, and that all such things should be done in a voluntary fashion by people who want to voluntarily care for disability, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Myself, I guess I'm a little more nuanced or realistic, or it's more about priorities. And I say so at the risk of being labeled a statist or a minarchist or whatever. But for me, and I think this is one of one of my talking points during the debates and all was that it's priorities. And and it's something that frightens and scares off many people from the Libertarian Party when you tune into a Libertarian Party debate and you see candidates screaming about ending the Social Security, ending Medicare tomorrow, and just like pulling the rug out from under a very large swath of individuals that have no alternatives under the current system. And of course, that was one of my hard criticisms of libertarianism when I strictly identified as a left anarchist. And yet, if you read the platform, I was ultimately able to come around to understand that almost all those positions are consistent with the idea of a left anarchist that maintains that no government is necessary. So all those things that are against this, that, or the other thing, ultimately are consistent with non-government and mutual aid. More the libertarian perspective, voluntarism, and charity picking up the slack. Whereas for my own taste and understanding, it would be more of a mutual aid. So it would be decentralizing the centralized welfare state or disability state, whatever, and decentralizing that and having it be picked up by a large, vast swath of various mutual aid projects. But that's very utopian, and so it comes back to the priorities. So let's take a hard look at all the government programs, and let's see which ones do help the people and see which ones can wait for the axe. If we start cutting out the jet fighters and the giant military adventures overseas, and okay, taxation may be theft, but obviously maybe we could use a little bit of that theft to fucking help those who need it. Call me a statist, if you will, minarchist, if you will. Because I don't think anybody's, if you're that pure and ideologically consistent, and you're just going to find yourself in trouble. You're just going to find yourself with a bunch of like-minded people and not being able to figure out the ways to move forward. So with that, I see we're definitely coming up on the hour mark. Well, Tim Culver, thank you, and I think I was just saying that a little bit. I was getting at that, and I'll try again. Like I say, I got to really think hard about where I'm at, what my role and position is currently, relate to myself, and how that relates to others. When I first became a meme and all, I started, thinking, what responsibility do I have to this audience? And ultimately it was like, not much really. But on the other hand, maybe there is. And it's something that, not totally comfortable with, but whatever, you got to do what you got to do. So it's been an hour. Thank you for tuning in this hour, this Saturday, this high noon. Apple fanboy? Yes, I am. I'm Vermin Love Supreme. Street legal name, driver's license, passport, and every other darn thing. And I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing well. I hope your head's in a good space. Check in on all your friends. Make sure they're doing okay. Get the vaccine if you feel comfortable getting it. Keep taking the relevant precautions. Be careful. Exercise precaution. Um, COVID ain't over yet. And keep the faith, people. Keep the faith. Um, keep the love. Share the love. Um, alleviate human suffering if you can on whatever level, in whatever small way that you can. Um, think about it today. Living free, living outside the state, creating mutual aid to help us all. We help ourselves by helping others. So much peace, much love, and we'll see you next week, okay? See you next week, high noon. Cameo.com/Vermin Supreme, Patreon.com/Vermin Supreme, VerminSupreme.com, VerminSupremeInstitute.com, Twitter, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. So whatever. For what it's worth. I mean, whatever. It's all good. But thanks for listening.